I know what you're wondering. Why are you doing Black Ops 2? And then all of a sudden, and right off the bat is, this was stupid me back in 2013 not knowing how the motion mines work, and that got me wondering, how come this feature was absent until Modern Warfare with the spotting grenade, and realizing that the spotting grenade plus the ASVAL exploit was really annoying. So yeah, that kind of like predicted something in the future, because looking back to when I was playing this game back in 2013, I thought that that was going to be similar to the motion sensor back in Black Ops 1, but nope. You just have to randomly chuck it around the map and have it hit scan on your scan around you and help it increase your awareness somewhat. And then it'll self-destruct on you, slightly damaging you. So yeah, that's all I think. So it's just, gosh, so many memories back in 2012 to 2013 when I first even bothered to play this. And people are gonna wonder, so when are you gonna actually bother to do a walkthrough of this? And it's just getting me. Here's one problem. This game is super confusing. Yeah, so yeah, here's me failing again, realizing that I'm using the motion mine wrong, but anyway, what I was gonna say was the whole story, it's the first Treyarch story where it's branched and that it has multiple endings, so that's the reason why I don't even want to do this, don't want to do it. And thus, well, I tried to do it back in 2015, but I don't know how in the world did I give up on that. So yeah, that's all I got to say. So, and also noticing that what I've been saying, is my energy gonna actually finally stop complaining about Cold War? No, I'm still gonna complain about Cold War, because they're just adding too many stupid things to something that we did not say, and then devs just being radio silent about any of the exploits. Let's see here. The IW devs being radio silent, and thus one of my favorite people on YouTube are all, the community manager doesn't speak, and then also praise the Lord that Black Ops 2's guns are overpowered, because if this was an IW engine where it's slightly lesser but more consistent, I would have died, because thank God the 5.7's damage value is 50 at point where, despite the range being so minuscule, the 50 damage saved my life. So yeah, that's whatnot. So what I was gonna say was radio silent devs. So gosh, what are they doing? It's like, are they being paid by Activision to not say anything about the game at all, or what I'm seeing here? It's probably it. So yeah, and then what was I gonna say, back in 2013 on the whole. Well, so yeah, that's all I gotta say about it, because. And then another main issue with, once again, on Cold War is people are actually calling out my only commentator that I've been listening to, where he's like, look, he's on the road of recovery, and yet you're trying to quote unquote complain that he's doing the same thing as every other person that's and getting mad scores on Cold War and whatnot. So that's all I gotta say. Yeah, but then now I can get that out of the way on talking about more memory lanes. Like, God, look how the damage value on the 5.7 is. Like, it sounded like very underwhelming, but man, that thing was so consistent. You can just run around with no attachments if you wanna, and still go mad scores. But granted, yeah, it's a little inconsistent, but well, actually no, it's really you're gonna have to pray that the lobby is very, actually not stupid, but you gotta play it really smart in order to get it, because I recall seeing one person on YouTube managing to go 80 kills on a match on domination with just a no attachment gun, and I'm just messing around with the SVU, only to find out that I should have played hardcore first because knowing its damage numbers. But thankfully, what was it? During the dying days of this game, is like I eventually did get diamond on the snipers before the release of Ghost. So, but that's in a whole nother subject. But in another match that I want to do. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And people are gonna ask me, how am I gonna do my walkthrough of this game at all if I bother to? Well, for starters, it's like I'm just gonna use the default weapons that the game provides you instead of just choosing the weapon roster, because this is the only game where it's Rainbow Six style on choose your guns before you even start the level, which I have no idea if Black Ops 3 was like this because I never played it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then set my attachment combos is in the story I always ran it with just the simple red dot, grenade launcher, and fast mags on the attachment combos. In the secondary, whatever it is, I think, yeah, fast mag, the red dot, and I think the tack knife if it's a pistol. But if it's like some weird launcher thing, whatever it is, then I just stick with that instead. Stick with that, and then what else is there? When playing the story, I set my person to always access, and then the guy would never flinch. And oh yeah, in quick draw, because obviously because it kills your enemies a lot faster, along with the aim support. But also noticing that another, besides the skill-based matchmaking issue that is of Cold War is that looking back to Black Ops 2's heyday, is that it's also the first COD to have the annoying aim resist where you're trying to where I mean, everyone has said it before, but it's just trying to not go where you're aiming at despite being the host and getting you killed. Well, annoyingly killed. So yeah, that's one thing. And also, in comparison to Black Ops 1 with this game, what happens is it requires a little bit more awareness to the point where if you got frustrated on playing Modern Warfare 3, this is up its alley, but minus all the perk and gun exploits that you gotta be. So it required a lot of playing smart. And fairly recently, I tried to play the game again to see if because these quote unquote shills on YouTube are all they quote unquote somewhat address the hackers and whatnot. So I try to play the game, but nope, the game is still somewhat hacked because hackers always remedy everything, and they managed to give me all the achievements in the story. So I gotta like make it an offline account just so to get like one minor cutscene. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.